What's up? I'm Grace. Welcome. Girl Forgot Glasses show episode 2. Excited for more peak cinema from Gohans and excited just to kind of see what happens. Had a very fun time with the first one. A bit nervous that the formula is going to get a little repetitive though, and we're really not going to get much progression. I know one of you said that we will get it, but it's a little down the line, so it just depends on how much they adapt here. Also, my camera's been like weirdly laggy today, so if it just starts doing that, I'm sorry. I don't really know what to do to fix it right now. I've been trying. But yeah, excited to see what happens. If you like it all, like and subscribe to mean a lot to me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion. Please leave any comments about this episode or series. Let's go on to episode 2. But she can't see what she's giving people, so we're just giving everybody the wrong food. Oh no, we're good. Holy shit. She's a lot of a klutz, but she's cool. Yeah. Oh shit, we're about to get cinema from this OP. Why is he so upset though? That's a great thing. Yeah, what is she gonna do though? Yeah. I don't either, but she's determined, so it's okay. Yeah. She's got this. Also, didn't she wear contacts the last time? So now she's just forgetting to wear that. You're going a little overboard right now. No? Okay. Holy. You either get way too much or way too little. There's no in between where. Yeah, I got this. I got this. Just eat some. It's not gonna be any left by the time you're done, though. With your serving sizes. There you go. You're learning about her. Yes. You have people in line. You gotta pay attention, guys. Okay, that's not important right now. Okay. How dare you make a special request? Yeah, come on. What I can see, I got you. Oh, that would make sense. I don't think that's the case, but that would make sense. Oh, for you. Yeah, there's a lot of meat in it. Special request for you. Cute. You helped remove the frog from my shoe and you tied it. It's a real gentleman right there. Look at him. What a lad. Very true. He does now. Very different than what you said earlier, buddy. Yeah, that's better. Because I do too. Little secret. Except everybody's listening and watching. Damn, they give them so much time to eat, dude. They sat there the whole time, they served it, and they were able to eat afterwards. My lunch break would be over by then. What the fuck? They do a really good job with lighting. Like, for as goofy as some of those things look, their lighting is really well done. We just never get to see her when she has them? That's lame. There we go. About time. Yeah. Okay, so that's why she wasn't wearing them. And the question's all answered, you know? They know what they're doing. Yeah, unfortunately. The pain. Oh no. I'm not good with eye stuff. You have to do it. I'll protect you, yeah? I'll be your guiding voice. Thank you.
なんか今の熱かったね。
Absolutely was. But she's appreciative. You're gonna make me
ありが
cry.
とね、小村くん。
No one's ever been this
あり
kind.
がとね、小村くん。ありがとね、小村くん。ありがとね、小村くん。
Brother, get a recorder. Let's go. We finally get to see her with them.
メガネかけてるのに目つきが悪い。
I was gonna say.
どういうことなんだ。
I like her angry look, you know? I know she looks like that because she's squinting, but even like this, she's got a little bit of that flair to her, you know?
なんでメガネかけてるのに目細めてるの。
The lenses are a little
メ
messed
ガネこ
up.
もっちゃった。
時田くんも曇りに曇
Holy
って
shit.
た。すりガラスみたいになってる。
小村くん、知らない人がいる。
え、
先生呼んだ方がいいかな。
Nah, he's probably always there. You
時
just
田く
don't
んだよ
know.
ク
Yeah.
ラスメートの。
I've never seen him.
目が隠れてるからわからなかった。
Yeah?
そんな。
私も人から見て誰だかわからなくなっ
Nope,
てた。
they definitely do. You're pretty hard to miss.
小村くんに分かってもらえればそれで。
Aw.
小村くんに分かってもらえればそれで。小村くんに分かってもらえればそれで。
For the second time.
題も教えてくれない？
Aw. This is a big moment for you, dude. Just go for
なんぼでも教えます。
一回でいいよ。
it. I might forget. No, you could just instant, right?
ほら、私よくメガネ忘れちゃうでしょ。もしそれでどうしても困っちゃったら小村くんに
He's
助
not
けて
even
もらいたい
listening,
か
is
ら。
he?
まだ忘れるつもりなの
Oh,
か。
never mind. I thought he was just like so hype about this. In one ear and out the other, you know?
小村くんなら恥ずかしいとこ
Yeah?
見せてもいいから。
Very obvious
小村
here.
くんなら恥ずかしいとこ見せても。
Okay, we don't gotta keep doing the same joke. We get it. We get it. We get it. We absolutely get it.
どうせもうメガネ忘れて恥ずかしいとこたくさん見せちゃってるし。ごめんね頼っちゃって。
Yeah, okay. I was thinking we were gonna go more along that line. Buddy getting his hopes up for absolutely nothing.
だから吉祥寺駅に来てくれないかな。
He'd be over there in an instant.
小村楓13歳初夏。
He's only 13? What the fuck? I thought he was like 2 or 3 years older than that. What the fuck? Holy shit. Throw me for a trip. What the fuck? She's just like bumping into a wall.
大変だよな。あ、
No, alright, we're good.
あ。
Don't have my glasses.
みえさん。
You see well
メ
enough
ガ
to
ネ忘
type.
れてる。
I guess you could use voice,
小村くん、ごめんね呼び出して。
いや全然。
I can't see. You need to
忘
walk
れ
me
たのメ
home.
ガネ。
電車で
Oh my god.
案内してほしくて。
Let's
たまにモノフ
go.
みたいなこと言うよな。
Oh, this is a good
でも
moment.
それって
Be great, brother.
休日俺でよければ全然案内するよ。
Cool.
ありがとう。引っ張ってってね。ありがとう。引っ張ってってね。
Thank you for not doing the plane, but my god, I need that to stop, dude.
まだ握ってていいの？まだ握ってていいの？本当に？
I like that we've established the contact thing isn't that big of a deal. That was a big concern. Or it's a big deal for him, but he's still willing to, you know, he's not putting it off. Just gonna hit the plate, yep. Oh, yeah.
俺が食べさせて。
You can do that?
あ、ごめん、なんでもない、間違い、忘れて。
No, no, no. See, she's okay with it. So you overstep sometimes. He didn't even overstep. I don't know why I'm saying that. But you take a shot, it can work.
至る場所
No,
で
no, no.
いやしかし
あ
一番ダメなのはこの絵面の継続であって。あ
For how long are you gonna keep her? Go.
おいしい。ありがと
Nice.
う。
あ、完食まで12口。
あー
脳内のお父さんに12回許しを請うた。
What?
あ、メガネ屋さん？
We're getting you new glasses? See, that's what I was saying.
新しいの注文してるの。
Gotcha.
で、受け取りが
Oh
今日で
no.
Go-
Grab her, brother. Grab her.
が見える。
神みたいなこと言ってる。
The all-seeing his eye.
ってことは、これで俺はお役御免。
I'm no longer relevant in this relationship
手を
until
洗
she
わないわ
grabs
けに
him.
はいかない
Okay.
けど、今日の手の皮脂を綿棒などで拭って。
Oh my god.
あ、
You're all in your head, brother.
急ぐ？
Hmm.
急がないし。
We got plenty more things to do
全然
today. Come
暇
on.
だけど。
じゃあ、も
Yeah.
うちょっと一緒にいたいな。
We're already all the way out here. Might as
せっ
well.
かく小村くんが見えるようになったんだし。おー、
It's a whole ass date, brother.
初めて飲んだけど美味しいね。
今日はあ
Holy
りがとね。
trees, bro. What the
すごく
fuck
楽
was
しかった。
that? This is the greatest day of my fucking life.
夢のような一日だった。でもほっぺつねってみたら痛かったんだよな。
Hmm.
夢じゃない。
Must be real.
太ももの薄皮つねってみても、耳の軟骨つねってみても痛かったんだ。
Damn, his face got that fucked up from it. I definitely ain't.
人だな。無理言って呼び出したのに嫌な顔
Then
して
why would he be? Come on, use your head a little bit.
感
You
謝
got
して
this.
もしたりないとはこのこと。
It's a nice place.
私、小村くんのことばっかり見
All
て
of
た
our
よ
memories are
な。
filled with him.
気のせいか。
Must be dreaming.
熱っ、はあ、しみる。つねりすぎたほっぺと耳と太ももあたりがし。
Are you keeping your hand out of it though? That's the question. Can't get that wet. You're fogging up again.
みえさんだよな。
No, not at
どうした
all.
のみえさん。
ええよしょうがないだろ
悪い。風邪か？
Wait a minute.
いやでもどうしても面白いわそれ
あれ？
Aw.
みえさん、メガネは？
忘れた。
Oh.
え？でもさっき。
忘れた
Yeah,
の。
don't worry about it.
え？
This guy always asking so many fucking questions. Just let her be. That is episode 2. I have some thoughts, some praise, some negative things and feelings and stuff towards that. I guess we'll start off with the things that I wanna praise specifically about this. We shifted the style a lot from the camera work and the things in which we were primarily focusing on. I felt like, especially the early half of last episode, but sometimes mixed in there. And we shifted away from that a lot this episode, despite the OP being entirely like that. OP looked really good though. Anyways, the rest really wasn't like that too much, which I think is a really good thing. I mean, sure, there were still cuts like that, especially when they're showing off like the hallways and the different things that they were doing. But it wasn't bad at all. Like the animation was actually really quite quality for this, which just goes to show if they weren't so out the box thinking with the different styles and things that they try and do, they could really make some pretty and good shows. And I definitely appreciate that a lot. Second thing I want to praise is specifically, I think that the cuteness of what the show's trying to do and portray between our two main characters and their interactions, their feelings for the first time of finding somebody else that they each appear to like, but also just being able to be useful and helpful towards each other and thankful for each other, is really, really well done and kind of presented here. I really like the dynamic of us being able to bring the characters outside, bring them essentially on a date, but also become a bit of a duo here with needing to help each other out and doing things so they can thank and return the favor for the other person in a way. Well, most of it was Komuro doing good deeds for the girl here, but at the same time, her understanding, oh, I need to do things for you as well, which she specifically, worked on towards this episode regarding like the stew and everything that happened at the beginning. It was a really overall cute moment for them to kind of fit in and show that both of these people do kind of care and appreciate the other person for what they've been doing and just who they are. I really liked just the idea of us going out on the date and everything being the way that it was. It wasn't overly forced in a way. Sure, Komuro was acting a little bit weird in certain situations, but usually you expect the main character to like say some things or be a little bit shyer in those moments or more embarrassed with certain things. But I do like the dynamic of us not being too weird or overly how we were in the first episode regarding the touching and the stuff like that. Like he had no issue, especially when they're holding hands. They made it a point when she specifically slipped away without it and him being like wanting to almost in a way, which I really think is cool. Do I really wish that we also get some more school focus? Like not necessarily like bringing the other people in, but just life and things at school, of course. But I really like that we are bringing these two together outside of it as well, which ultimately can set up good things regarding a growth in the relationship of their friendship. Also, just a relationship that possibly can form between these two. Also can expand from outwards of what we're doing here and bring it more to like home visits and hanging out with each other there, in which we can introduce more cast regarding family and a whole bunch of others if we really choose to. Well, we don't necessarily have to, but it also opens the door for many different dynamics that can kind of happen, considering we are able to meet outside of the school setting, where it feels like we can be really restricted on the things we're doing. So being able to create a space where our characters aren't uncomfortable kind of meeting like that, I think is a really good thing. Regarding specifically things that I found negatively or I wasn't feeling about this episode was like cute for what it was trying to be, as I said, but I found it to be rather boring for the most part. I think it was more of the comedy, specifically this episode. Last week I really enjoyed for the most part. A lot of the comedy was kind of clicking, sure, a lot of it was predictable in ways, but a lot of it worked. This episode I found myself kind of saying ahead or thinking in my head like almost 80% of the stuff that happened, like before it happened. Us doing the scene specifically with the plane 3 different times is beyond the necessary, and then they start doing it a 4th time with the echo, but they didn't actually introduce the plane again this time. It was repetitive. I don't know. I don't like that. Like I said, it just wasn't clicking a majority of it. And for me, it kind of just started bringing me down as the episode was continuing and they kept doing the same things, or they kept doing things where I was just like, oh, it could be something as simple as this. Simply her lenses needing new ones. Like I said, oh, what did we do? We go to a shop and we find them, right? And I understand this isn't like a whole, oh, crazy story type of thing. But the fun of like these types of stories that we can do is making things like incredibly unpredictable, or making them so wild and chaotic and just weird in a way that they don't have to come off as predictable. And even when they do, you can introduce jokes and things that really elevate it to another level. That's a good way to do it, but you still get to the same predictable end goal that you're kind of expecting. And we don't really have a lot of that well-written comedy, I guess, mixed into what's happening here, which is a bit unfortunate. Now, comedy itself is purely subjective. There's plenty of shows that are extremely popular, specifically regarding their comedy, that I find no interest in the slightest. And there's plenty that people are like, this isn't funny at all, or, oh, they don't like the comedy for whatever reason, or they don't even think it's considered a comedy, and I find to be hilarious for multiple reasons, right? So everybody's going to be different. But for me personally, it felt kind of flat in that sense. And just the overall drag of, I guess, kind of what we're doing here with the relationship and stuff. And while it sure is fun and I like the way that they visually present it, I just think that this might be something I would enjoy a lot more if I were to just kind of read the source material and speed through it a bit quicker. So especially if the jokes that I don't like don't land the same way, because this is also another important point in my opinion, is the fact that a lot of times jokes from mangas don't translate as well in anime form. I use a few of the same examples all the time, but one of the ones that I primarily try and go back to is the show or the manga Girlfriend, if you've read that or watched the first season at all. I hated the first season for the most part, mainly because of other things within the story, but I found a lot of the moments to be really kind of cringy, or the comedy to not be there or not be funny. But I was like interested if this theory that I had about things not translating properly or kind of becoming like anime and not working the same way as if I were to be able to read them and kind of envision things in my own mind and build up my own story in a way. Then I went ahead and I decided to kind of read through some of the things that I already have and a little bit past where exactly I already had watched. And I found a lot of those moments that I thought would be elevated that way in the anime to be kind of cringy or unfunny or whatever, to be better in the manga form, while I still didn't think that some of them were spectacular, because I don't think that series overall is very good. I think a lot of times that type of form doesn't like translate with some of these shows for me personally, and this is another example where I think doesn't exactly elevate it too much. Why I was not so against the direction and the camera and everything that we were kind of building towards last week, while it might have been goofy and funny looking at certain moments, I thought and saw positives in it, because I thought it could make this such a unique thing. And considering we take that out for the majority of this episode here, it just felt like a normal cute slice of life, like rom-com in a way, which isn't bad by any means, as that's a genre that I absolutely love, but with characters that I don't find enough substance or interest behind them, and using the same exact joke over and over regarding what they're doing with the glasses and then kind of using that to try and set up things, it becomes repetitive over time for me. And that was my big concern last week, was that we were going to become repetitive a little bit, or it was going to get kind of boring fast. And I felt that a lot this week, especially considering we used the same joke 3 different times and tried to do it a 4th time almost. not clicking. With that said, I'm not positive what my plans are. I'm going to rewatch this. Of course, I have to as I edit it. This will probably be uploaded as it is because I think I had enough substance here where I wanted to talk about, but also my reaction I think was plenty fine. And then going into next week, I'll decide based on that if I plan to continue this or if I plan to not. I'll probably continue it regardless on my own time. It's just a matter of, am I going to continue doing the videos and kind of putting this out there and wasting my time almost for something that I'm not really enjoying, which is a realization I've had recently, where if I'm not really enjoying something or if I'm not finding things that I find interesting enough to continue, I should probably just stop. Specifically, I had that with Hell's Paradise, and I brought myself through well more episodes than I needed to, and I found a lot of issues and did not enjoy the series much. So I might go normal 3-episode rule and record next week, and if I'm just not feeling it again through that 3rd episode, give up. But I'll have to kind of say, just make sure that everybody's kind of on the same plane as me. I think this is a good enough foundation for what they're trying to build of the story, and I think it's something that would work well or be a bit more interesting in the manga format, being able to kind of just read through and pace yourself almost. When it's translated into this it's not, especially this episode, not working as well for me, and it feels like it's going to get old quick. So I would like to probably try again next week and just see exactly, but if I'm feeling the same way, that'll probably be it. Well, all that said, if you liked it, I'll hit the like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Feel free to check out the other videos on the channel. Leave any comments about this episode or this series, though. Did you feel the same ways that I do? Do you not? Do you completely disagree with me for certain reasons? Or do you just at least understand the way that I kind of feel? Maybe it just does more for you than it does for me. Let me know. I'd be very interested to just see how people's overall thoughts and opinions were, especially after the 2nd episode, because I thought there was a pretty clear distinction in the quality of both of them. Specifically, one of them being well more animated and kind of looking a little bit better, in my opinion, because of the lack of the things, but not being as interesting for certain reasons as well regarding the direction. And but then the comedy being so much more better and focused, it felt like in one of the other episodes versus where it kind of was now. And then the cute moments kind of outweighing each other in certain areas. Interested to see kind of just how people took each of them. I'll probably be back for episode 3 next week. That possibly could be the last one, but I'm going to try and go into it with high hopes and hopefully all goes well. Thank you very much once again for watching. I'll see you probably next week. You guys have a good one. See ya.